Hi everybody, just wanting to show you a little bit more of our garden today. This area, when we first moved in, was absolutely covered in brambles. You couldn't actually walk down this green bit at all. It was just completely overgrown. But having said that, when we walked down here, first thing I said to Nigel was, this is going to make a beautiful garden. I wanted to create this sort of pathway down to the field beyond, and I just thought this area would become a beautiful garden. However, I didn't actually reckon on all the hard work that would go with it. Digging brambles out probably is one of the worst things ever to dig out of a garden. The roots are quite deep. And it really takes some hacking out. We did do some filming of this for the programme, for the TV programme, but I was a bit gutted when they didn't show it because that was really hard work. But anyway, never mind. We still got there in the end. So as you can see, things are starting to come to life a little bit now, and we managed to sort of procure quite a few plants last year. Various sort of odds and sods, bits and pieces that we actually dug out of the field, like these iris. They were in the field between us and our next door neighbour, and they were blind iris because they were under a tree and they weren't getting enough sunshine. So as you can see, they are actually starting to come into flower this time, which is wonderful. And then other bits and pieces which we've brought back from the UK. We found things over here in bargain shops in Noz, I think that's how you pronounce it, £1 for a rose, so we bought a few of those. And then I've bought bits and pieces as we've been to the Brocants and found little pieces and what have you to bring back, and yeah, it's starting to sort of come together. And then of course there's the infamous Gothic arches which Nigel and I battled to get up last summer, but actually they're starting to look really nice, and we've got some clematis up that one which is really starting to come, and this clematis, which I thought was dead, I actually think is just sending up new shoots now. So all in all, quite pleased with how it's looking. This side isn't so good, but you can see here I've got a big pile of, there's some bits of concrete in there as well, but underneath all that there is also a lot of granite. And what I was going to show you next was my next job for today, which I'll show you the area I'm going to start on, and then hopefully I'll be able to show you in the next video a bit of progress as to how I've got on. But there's an area at the top of the garden as you walk back up, which I think has had at some point some sort of a building on it. It's right at the bottom of the granite wall, and as you can see, it is a real eyesore. So it's just covered with bricks and rubbish, weeds. So what I've decided to do with this area, it would probably create quite a good rockery. So I'm going to use the granite in the pile, and I'm going to hopefully create some sort of a rockery garden in there. And here's Nigel coming back up the field. He's been to see our neighbours next door, who are very busily taking out trees at the bottom. He was social distancing, I hasten to add. So there we go. So I'll be back in touch with you in a little bit when I've got started on this, got this area all cleared, and we'll see what we can make of it. Bye for now.